And a lawyer is needed in an adoption process to help you explain what the process may be. There are several different types of adoption. There's second parent adoption, there is step-parent adoption, or there might be an agency adoption or an other private adoption. A step-parent adoption is obviously done by a step-parent, so the non-adopting party would be the biological parent, either a mother or a father of the child. A second-parent adoption is done in same-sex couples, where the parties are usually married and they conceived a child where one party is the biological parent, but they conceived the child with the intention that they would raise that child together. An independent adoption or an agency adoption would either have an adoption agency involved, or it could be that you are adopting a non-biologically related child from either foster care or a family placement, voluntary placement, etc. So having an attorney helps you make that process seamless. A contested adoption would mean that there is a biological parent that is not consenting to the adoption. An adoption involves the termination of parental rights of the biological parents. So it's a very, that is a very important right, obviously. So when the court is terminating a parent's rights, it's either done by consent, meaning the parent agrees, or a court is going to have to order that termination. So if the court is going to have to order that termination, that would make the adoption contested. In Maryland, with same-sex couples, or we call that would be called a second parent adoption, we are recommending that. And even if you are legally married in Maryland or in another state where Maryland would recognize that marriage, the presumption of paternity is paternity, which assumes that there was a male donor. It's gender specific. So in the case of a same-sex couple, biologically, genetically, while they can create a child through other processes, unfortunately the law has not moved forward as science has, and has not created laws that would allow for that presumption in a same-sex marriage. I do find passion in what I do. I definitely have favorite areas of law. Adoption is my absolute favorite. That is my joy.